This is Practical Prince. Today we're doing talk and tarot, so go ahead and drop your questions in. We'll just go through as many as we can within the next hour. And yeah, until then, I'll just do my card shuffling. So go ahead and show our workspace. Prism definitely got a lot of use in our last session. Not bad, but some of them definitely didn't get any. Hey, Amherst. How's it going? Interesting. So specific to her interactions with you, which is fine. Let's go ahead and take a look. What deck are we going to be using? Lost Force is actually... So we're actually using it. Okay. I feel like that might be it. Okay, yeah, we've just got the one card. Queen of Oceans. Interesting. I hate to say it, she's not really due a punishment or anything like that. From a karmic perspective, how would you best describe that? Because this card usually deals with emotional stability, emotional balance. So as far as how they've interacted with you and what do they reap because of it, it's possible that this is also a little hard on them. Um, but by pushing through it, doing what they at least feel needs to be done, um, they're rounding themselves out on an emotional level so that they can better handle things. So, yeah, very, yeah. Because, I mean, given that you asked the question, I assume you think they're due some sort of punishment, um, um, some sort of retribution. And that's definitely not what we got. So, okay. Okay. No problem. And yeah, best of luck. Because, yeah, I would be questioning the premise of the question and the assumptions that I'm going in if that's the answer I'm getting to. So, yeah, that would be a good starting point. If anybody else has questions, feel free to drop them in. Otherwise, I'll just go back to shuffling. And Amaris, you're welcome to ask more questions. But yeah, I'll try to give other people a chance to get answers. But if there aren't any other people, I mean, time can be yours too. Pretty quiet day. Tarot time on Wednesday went well. Had a few people hop out and hoping for live readings. I suggested they could come on Friday. I don't know if maybe they just assumed it was the same time or what. I also suggested they could reach out to me on social media, but I don't think I should probably check the apps. I don't always get notifications from them, so. I still need to follow up on the readings from Wednesday. Yesterday took some time, so maybe we'll slip it in today, but I'm still at a deficit, so it might have to be tomorrow when I get to follow up. Okay. That catches us up on shuffling. And I don't know that I have a lot else to mumble about. So, well, give it some time, I guess, but certainly not the worst thing if I get a little more time to get ready. Tapping around, but I've really got not much else to do, so. We'll try to at least hit the 15-minute mark. But, I mean, if people don't need readings, then I don't need to keep spending time waiting for them. So. Hey, Ellie. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Pretty good. Yesterday had to take care of my wife, and so today got to make up for some time lost. But yeah, going good overall. Yourself? Excited for the weekend? You can do it. You made it this far. I'm sure you can make it a little longer. Okay, well, it doesn't seem like people have questions, so I think we might just call that good for today. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, hey, Tina. Caught me just in time. Yes, Ellie, by all means, go ahead and ask. I don't have a line or a cue or anything like that, so just drop it in the, I think for Twitch it would be the chat, and I'll just track it from there. Because, yeah, the software I use crosses multiple platforms, so. Yes, Tina, go ahead and ask your question. Um, Ellie, do you have a particular spirit in mind? And then Tina, just for my own understanding, um, by divine partner, do you mean a romantic partner or more like a spiritual guide? Okay, Ellie. So we're just trying to get a feel for that. Okay. Yeah. Let me show our workspace. So we'll be using Prisma Vision. Okay. Okay. Sorry, this is just going to take a bit. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to follow up on this. We didn't get any cards, which isn't a bad thing. Um, Sometimes it's intentionally they're not answering. Sometimes it's more simple, and I can get the meaning. I'm not getting a specific message in this case. Um, I'm getting a positive feeling. They're not asleep. I'm getting a positive feeling, but I'm having a hard time getting specifics. Um, and so, yeah, I mean, if you want to reach out to me on Facebook or something with messaging, I can try following up on it later just because I'm not really getting good detail from it. Like the best I could interpret is that the higher power, the spirit, whatever um, you're trying to commune with, has a positive feeling towards you. Uh, but that's not very detailed. So I can understand if you want more information. And yeah, and I just can't get any more right now. Okay. And I don't know. So I guess I can check one thing. I can try and see if that's accurate. Okay. Yes, is a relative, and yes, the good feeling is coming from them. Um, I'm technically communing with a different spirit, so um, it's important to know if they're just relaying for the other or if it's coming well from the spirit I'm talking to. I get it sort of secondhand in cases like this. So yeah, that part's accurate. Again, if you want follow up, if we want to try getting more details, just let me know. But yeah, hey, um, one rose, how's it going? Um, oh, thanks. Um, yeah, okay. Let me go ahead and do Tina first. And then, um, okay. Oh, hey, Ollie. No problem. Tina. Let me go ahead and shuffle this real quick. And then we've got one rose, and Ollie. Yeah, okay. Using Cosmo. Thought we might be using Prisma again. And frankly, they're probably close in this case. Tina, you also asked about finding out your guide's name. Can you elaborate on that? Just make sure I understand. For now, I'll continue on with the divine partner. Double check that. Write it down. Okay. Okay. Basic yes, no. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and flip life map, mender, 9 of trees. These are all positive cards. It's a strong yes. So coming soon. As far as what these would be in a normal tarot deck, this would be Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Cups, well, and then 9 of Trees. It would be 9 of Pentacles. I didn't really get a strong sense of meanings this time, but you were asking yes, no, so I think they just kept it to that. As far as guides' names, I mean, yeah. So I follow a Christian tradition. So my guide would be the Holy Ghost and relaying on behalf of God. So as far as figuring out a spirit guide's name, that's just, I guess, a different system from my own. So I'm not exactly sure how best to go about that, other than just asking them. Hey, Melt Like Butter. Hey, Thriller. We've got a couple people already. We've got One Rose. Then we've got Oli Senpai. Sorry. Thriller, you've already dropped your question in. Melt Like Butter. Go ahead and drop your question into the chat. We're just working through them as we get them. Okay. One Rose. Just to clarify quickly, is this if you start talking to her, or you have started talking to her and you're wanting to know? And I guess I technically don't need the answer to that, but yeah. Either way, we should be able to get that. Oh, do you just switch accounts or something like that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw you did Thriller, so you're good. Hey, Zakin. Um, Go ahead and ask your question, and I'll just get to it once I'm done with the others. Okay. Hey, Mo. No problem, Tina. Okay. Um, so this would be the bigger part of how they're um, thinking or feeling, I guess. Um, and this is secondary. So, Eight of Swords, and then Temperance. Okay. Um, Eight of Swords deals with um, self imprisonment in a way, chaining yourself down. Um, she might not be aware of it, um, and you'll have to judge yourself somewhat based on your interactions. But I don't know that they actually consider you an option or someone they can really truly engage with. Why that is, I don't know. Um, but yeah, this would be suggesting that they aren't planning to go deep, or and maybe they just don't think they can go that deep with you. Um, so that's the bigger part, and then temperance. This would just be dealing with moderation. So trying to balance too much, too little. Um, if they're not used to dating yet, or if they're just getting back into it, then it's probably as simple as, um, well, am I reaching out too much, or should I be pulling back? Um, it's not directly related to the Eight of Swords, but there's possibly an element of I don't plan on going deep. I can't go deep, and therefore I should pull back or slow down. Um, so yeah, and so I mean, as far as working on the Eight of Swords, that's really a personal issue that they need to work through. Um, continuing to be there, be present, and try and basically break that down, just by your persistence, in a sense, is probably the most useful thing. Just having that constancy. Okay. Okay. Well, she's definitely got some sort of limiter on her. So, yeah, just keep an eye out for that. So, nothing negative. We just might be curbing how good it could be, as far as summarizing that situation. Hey, five. I'm doing well. Um, where was Holy? There we go. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and ask your question. Um, yeah, I think we'll be okay on time. What is H feeling towards me? Let's see. Hey, Lavina. I'm doing well. Sure. Yeah, we can do that, five. Let me do Olena. There is. Yeah. So we might run over a bit. Um, you know how to hit me up on Facebook, so it will probably be better to just go there to make sure it gets answered. Um, this is only a portion. It's the most relevant portion of their feelings, but yeah. Yeah. Ace of Skies. So this would normally be Ace of Swords. Somewhat similar to. Well, never mind. Um, Personal power is one thing this speaks to. Also, mental clarity. So they're if they're not in contact with you, it's not for lack of um, seeing the situation or having time. Um, it would seem intentional. So, um, So as far as for you, um, I mean, frankly, I would consider moving on from this one. Really, is what that would boil down to. Because if they're not giving you their time, well, it's no good trying to coerce it out of them. So yeah, and if they're not communicating about why that is, maybe explaining it's a short period, then yeah, I would um, stick that on the shelf. If it comes back, great. If not, well, that's basically what we expected. So, oh, we'll do that one again. But let's go ahead and get. Um, oh, Melt Like Better didn't ask a question. Okay, so then we're on to Thriller. What do the ladies feel for me? Oh, is that Yumo? Okay. I'll go ahead and do Thriller since I got it up already. Um, but I'll go ahead and do you after this. And then 5, I think you're next. Oh, hey, Linda. Sorry, I just saw that. Um, looks like we're using Prisma. You're welcome. Oh. There is a list. Hey, Nicholas. Thanks for subbing. Go ahead and ask your question, and we'll just do our best. Got a few people I need to read for, so might be a bit. Okay, so this is the primary answer. And there's a thin streak of this. So something to note, but maybe not super important. 6 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Okay. 6 of Swords is move on. So as far as feelings, it seems like they're passing on you right now. As far as why, I don't know. You'll have to gauge for yourself. Again, the 10 of Wands is light, but it speaks to having picked up some extra baggage. And some of it's useful. They've learned from it, but some of it needs to be set down and set aside. So So yeah. So not super positive answer on how they feel about you, but at least you're in the know now. No problem. Okay. And then Mo. Um, okay. So we've got Mo's question now, and I just want to catch up on who all we have. We've got 5. We've got Lavina, which congratulations on finally getting the date set. It's been a long time coming. Um, and then Nicholas. Okay. Oh, and we had, where was it? I want to say we had someone drop in. Linda, hi again. Just ask a question if you'd like an answer. So, okay. Let me go ahead and shuffle real quick. Can't remember where I left off on that. Oh, don't want to forget to put in. What are next actions? And yeah, next action. Oh, nope, same deck. Okay. Let me just pull that back out. And we already shuffled, so let's see. Yeah, 5. That's fine. And I'm not opposed to doing multiple questions, but given we do have a lot of people, I do want to give everybody at least some attention. Not quite. Now there's something else down here. Let me set these aside. That might need some more tweaking. I'll check. Oh, Lavina, yours was fine. I was just speaking to 5. They asked about changing their question. Okay. So, for Mo, this is what I call a tempered pair. There's the main one on top. The one on bottom modifies it in some way. So we've got Page of Wands, and that's tempered by King of Pentacles. Page of Wands deals with a surge of energy, a surge of passion, something to that effect. King of Pentacles speaks to power and really being able to accomplish anything. So, as far as actions towards you. Um, I mean, there's definitely something. Let me see if I can get a better sense of exactly what it is. Um, yeah, I don't have specifics, and it's probably because the surge is going to last for a while. It's not just a singular activity, so to speak, a singular day. Um, but for a while, they're basically going to be putting their all into it. Um, just a note, the concern with the Page of Wands is burning out at the end of the surge. Once they do run out of that surplus of energy, um, they're not necessarily able to keep it up. So um, try to set things up so that when they do come down from that high, um, it'll be easy to maintain to keep the relationship up. Because otherwise, it might just be too much for them to keep on with it. But overall, positive as far as actions towards you. No problem. And let me see. I want to say 5. It would be your turn. So go ahead and ask your new question. Um, Linda hasn't asked hers. And Lavina, we have yours. Okay, so afterwards we've got Lavina and Nicholas. Just want to stay on top of. Okay, yeah. And then I guess if Linda is still watching, feel free to drop your question in. And to anybody else who wants a question answered. Although we are running short on time, so we'll just do our best. Okay, trying to figure out what people are saying. It looks like Cosmo will be taking this one. Oop. Join. There we go. Okay. That might be it. Let me check. Okay. There's a little more, but these would be the major things as far as what you're asking about. And you probably have a little more of this than that, but still both relevant. A little more of this one. Ace of Trees and Sacrifice. In a normal deck, this would be Ace of Pentacles and Hanged Man. Let me go ahead and pull Ace of Trees. Trees and really Pentacles is pretty promising, I'm saying, for beginnings. Getting off the ground, going well. Yeah, new growth, opportunity, prosperity. Those are the notes coming out of there. So I don't necessarily know what context this would be in. You'll have a better idea than me. But essentially, people think you're promising. Not in the literal making a promise, but that you have potential and you're capable of being more and doing it well. Sacrifice, in this case, literally goes after the name. The Hanged Man that this is based on normally deals with a change in perspective. So perhaps wisdom and whatnot. This version of the card, the Sacrifice, suggests that you've given stuff up to get better things, and people see that that you've given up. At least I don't know that they necessarily see the rewards that you've reaped, but they're definitely aware of the loss, or your loss, to be more specific. So, and yeah, but yeah, I mean, sacrifices. Yeah, we talked enough on that. Let me know if you have questions on that, and if I need to clarify anything. But generally, good things. I mean, this one might be a bit sober, a little somber, but generally positive. You'll have to figure that out from the from your situation. I don't know what people would perceive you as giving up, trading in for something better. Because it could be little things to you that are bigger to them. So yeah. Overall, it's a positive card. It does have the element of loss, but sacrifice also comes with the positive, trading up for something better. That better thing is potentially hard for people to see. So it's easier for them to see what you give up. So in that sense, they might be seeing, well, this loss part that you've given up. They might not be focusing on so much what you get from that loss. So it's not negative thinking of you. They might be thinking negative things happen to you, or that you've taken on these negative things. They're just not always, some of them will see the other side, the flip side, the positive. Some won't. That's all I was trying to say there. So nothing negative in what they're saying about you. Does that clarify things? Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and highlight Lavina's. And then after this, we've got Nicholas. And let me just find your question to make sure that I don't have to go searching for it again. Okay, there it is. And there's Lavina's. Okay. It seems like we're using Cosma still. Okay. Let's find out. And initially, you had them separate, Anki and his family members. We'll see if we can keep that. Let me check. So we've got family. It's got a lighter feel. And then we've got Anki. And it feels like there's probably a little more to it. But this is all we've got for now. So 9 of trees and Ace of trees. I mean, both very positive. We already went over the Ace of trees, Ace of pentacles, which is, I mean, great for new beginnings. 9 of trees, you've got prosperity and things along those lines going on there. So reaping rewards in a sense. So it'll go well. I wouldn't worry too much. And then Nicholas, and this will be our last question. What's coming in love? Looks like this one's Cosmo. No problem. It's always nice delivering good messages. So coming in love. Let's definitely grab that one. Okay. So definitely something you're coming into. This feels sort of ancillary to love. So this might not be a relationship. This might be just something related to dating and whatnot, however that goes. 7 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. 7 of Wands, yeah, really focused. You've got a goal. You're going to get there. You might slip here and there, but your eyes on the prize. Really focused. This speaks more so to your effort, just participating in dating. 5 of Pentacles. This deals with hardship, hitting a rock bottom. And so later on after this, I don't know quite what relationships you run into in the 7 of Wands, but after a certain period, you're going to hit this feeling of can't go on, doesn't get better, nobody wants me sort of outcome. That's not to say that that's permanent, but it hits hard and it hits heavy. So I don't know if you want to try preparing to overcome that. But yeah, it would suggest that this stuff doesn't necessarily pan out like you would want it to. And so you might just call it quits on the dating scene for however long you need to recover and recoup. So, best of luck. And we'll call that good. Thanks, everyone. It's fun doing readings for you. Reminder, next Wednesday, I'll be continuing with the tarot time, doing readings for online questions. Next Friday will still be live readings, though. Hope you're doing great. Have a wonderful weekend, and until next time.